How to save $100,000 in 3 years, starting from $0. Most people will never save $100,000 in their entire lifetime. But what if I told you that you could do it in just 3 years? Starting from zero. Sounds impossible, right? But I'm here to show you exactly how it can be done. No, you don't need a six-figure salary. You don't need to win the lottery. And you definitely don't need to live like a hermit. All you need is a proven strategy and the discipline to follow through. I get it. Saving that much money sounds overwhelming. Maybe you're struggling with debt. Maybe you feel like no matter how hard you try, your savings never grow. But here's the thing, most people fail at saving not because they don't make enough money, but because they don't have a system. And that's exactly what I'm going to give you today. A step-by-step plan to save $100,000 in just 3 years, starting from absolute zero. If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, if you want to build real financial security, then this is the video for you. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to break it down into 6 simple steps. And if you follow them, I guarantee you'll be way closer to your first $100,000 than you ever thought possible. Ready? Let's dive in. Step 1. Set a clear financial goal. Saving $100,000 in 3 years might sound like an impossible goal, but when you break it down into smaller, actionable steps, it suddenly becomes much more achievable. Let's do the math. If you want to reach $100,000 in 3 years, that means you need to save approximately $33,333 per year. That translates to around $2,778 per month, or roughly $92 per day. Now, instead of thinking about the overwhelming six-figure amount, you only need to focus on saving $92 per day. That's less than what most people spend on coffee, eating out, or unnecessary shopping. And the good news is, this is completely doable if you have the right system in place. Many people struggle with saving, not because they don't earn enough, but because they don't have a proper system to manage their money. The biggest mistake is saving whatever is leaving at the end of the month. The problem? Most months, there's nothing left. Bills, groceries, entertainment, and impulse purchases eat up the entire paycheck before any savings happen. To avoid falling into this trap, you need to flip the process and make saving a priority before spending. This approach is called reverse budgeting, and it's a game changer. Instead of spending first and saving what remains, you do the opposite. As soon as you receive your paycheck, immediately transfer a portion into your savings account before you touch a single dollar for expenses. Think of it like taxes. You don't have a choice about paying taxes, your employer deducts them automatically before you even see your paycheck. That's exactly how you should treat your savings. The best way to make saving effortless is by automating the process. Instead of relying on willpower, you can set up an automatic transfer that moves a portion of your paycheck into your savings account as soon as you get paid. This way, you ensure that your savings grow consistently without having to think about it. If possible, you can even arrange to have your paycheck split, so that a certain percentage goes directly into your savings account before it even reaches your spending account. By doing this, you remove the temptation to spend the money and make saving a seamless part of your financial routine. When you automate your savings, it removes the temptation to spend, making the process effortless. Saving money is no longer a decision, it becomes a habit. Now that you have a clear financial goal and a foolproof system, it's time to move on to the next step, increasing your income. Step 2. Increase your income. Saving money is crucial, but let's be real, there's only so much you can cut from your expenses. If you truly want to reach $100,000 in just 3 years, increasing your income is the fastest and most effective way to get there. Think about it, if you're currently making $3,000 per month and struggling to save just $500, cutting back on coffee or eating out won't magically help you save an extra $2,000 per month. However, if you focus on earning more, you can accelerate your savings without feeling restricted. One of the easiest ways to boost your income is by negotiating a raise at your current job. Many employees go years without ever asking for a salary increase, even though studies show that 70% of people who request a raise actually receive one. But walking into your boss's office and simply saying, "I need more money," won't be enough. To successfully negotiate a raise, you need to prove your value. Start by listing your achievements over the past 6 to 12 months. Have you helped the company save money, increase revenue, or take on additional responsibilities? The more concrete examples you can provide, the stronger your case will be. Once you have a clear record of your contributions, schedule a meeting with your manager and present your case confidently. Even a modest 5 to 10% raise could translate into thousands of extra dollars per year, money that you can set aside without making any other lifestyle changes. If getting a raise isn't an option, another effective way to increase your income is by starting a side hustle. Instead of relying solely on your primary job, consider using your skills to generate additional revenue streams. High-value skills such as freelancing in graphic design, copywriting, social media management, or programming can provide significant extra income. Online tutoring is also a great option if you have expertise in subjects like math, English, or specialized fields. Additionally, video editing and content creation for YouTubers and influencers have become increasingly in demand. Even selling digital products, such as ebooks, online courses, or customizable templates, can generate consistent income. The best part about these side hustles is that they allow you to earn extra money on your own schedule. If you manage to make just $500 a month from a side hustle, that adds up to $6,000 per year, substantially increasing your savings potential. Beyond side hustles, another powerful way to increase your income is by building passive income streams. While active income requires direct effort, passive income allows you to make money even when you're not working. Of course, this doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and sometimes an upfront investment to set up. However, once established, passive income can generate steady revenue without requiring continuous work. Some of the most popular passive income ideas include starting a blog or YouTube channel that earns money through ads and sponsorships, creating and selling an online course, or investing in dividend stocks and real estate. For example, if you create an online course and price it at $50, selling just 40 copies per month would generate an additional $2,000, completely passively. If you need a quick way to boost your income, leveraging the gig economy can be a great solution. Driving for Uber or Lyft, delivering food with DoorDash or Uber Eats, or renting out your car or spare room on Airbnb are all flexible ways to earn extra cash. Even if you only drive for Uber 10 hours per week, you could easily make an extra $800 to $1,000 per month, enough to make a serious dent in your savings goal. At the end of the day, most people believe that saving money is all about cutting expenses, but in reality, the ability to earn more is the real key to financial freedom. By negotiating a raise, starting a side hustle, building passive income, or leveraging gig economy opportunities, you can dramatically increase your income and reach your $100,000 goal much faster. Now that you have a plan to earn more, it's time for the next step, making sure you keep as much of that money as possible by cutting unnecessary expenses. Step 3. Cut unnecessary expenses and keep more of your money. Now that you've figured out how to increase your income, the next step is making sure you keep as much of that money as possible. Many people believe that earning more is the key to financial success, but the reality is, if you don't manage your spending, no amount of income will be enough. Think about it, how many people get a raise or a higher paying job, only to find themselves still living paycheck to paycheck? That's because they fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation. The more they earn, the more they spend on unnecessary upgrades like a bigger apartment, a newer car, or designer clothes. If you want to save $100,000 in just 3 years, you need to take control of your spending and make smarter financial choices. One of the easiest ways to start cutting unnecessary expenses is by identifying subscription traps. In today's world, it's easy to sign up for multiple streaming services, gym memberships, and paid apps that slowly drain your bank account each month. Most people don't even realize how much they're spending on subscriptions until they add it all up. Take a moment to go through your bank statements, cancel any services you don't actively use, and keep only what truly adds value to your life. Another major expense that eats up a huge portion of most people's income is food costs. Eating out frequently, ordering takeout, or grabbing a $5 coffee every morning might not seem like a big deal, but these small expenses add up quickly. Cooking at home and meal prepping can save you hundreds of dollars every month without sacrificing quality or nutrition. If you typically spend $800 a month on food but cut it down to $500 by eating at home more often, you'll save $3,600 a year just from this one change. Beyond food, one of the biggest financial mistakes people make is upgrading their lifestyle too soon. When you start earning more, it's tempting to move into a nicer apartment, get the latest phone, or buy a new car. But ask yourself, do you really need these upgrades, or are they just temporary luxuries? If your current car works fine, keep it. If you don't need a bigger place, don't move just because you can afford it. The key to reaching $100,000 fast is keeping your expenses low even as your income grows. For most people, rent is their biggest expense, and this is an area where smart decisions can make a huge difference. If you're renting, consider options like house hacking, renting out a spare room, or living with roommates to cut costs. Even if you save just $300 per month on rent, that's $10,800 over 3 years, a massive step toward your goal. If you own a home, think about renting out a part of it through Airbnb or reducing unnecessary home-related expenses. At the end of the day, saving $100,000 isn't just about earning more, it's about keeping more of what you earn. By eliminating wasteful expenses, cutting unnecessary luxuries, and being intentional with your spending, you'll build the financial discipline needed to reach your goal much faster. Now that you've optimized your expenses, it's time to take your money to the next level by making it grow through smart investing. Step 4. Invest your savings to make your money grow. Now that you've increased your income and optimized your expenses, the next step is making your money work for you. Saving money alone won't make you rich, investing will. If you let your savings sit in a regular bank account, inflation will slowly eat away at its value over time. Instead, you need to put that money to work by investing it in assets that grow over time. Many people avoid investing because they think it's too risky or complicated. But the truth is, not investing is actually the biggest risk of all. When you keep your money in cash or a low-interest savings account, you're essentially losing purchasing power every year. Meanwhile, people who invest consistently, even in simple, low-risk assets, see their money multiply over time, thanks to the power of compound interest. To start building wealth, the first thing you need is a high-yield savings account for your emergency fund. Before you invest, you should have at least 3 to 6 months' worth of essential expenses saved in an account that earns interest. This ensures that if you face unexpected costs, like a medical emergency, car repair, or job loss, you won't have to dip into your investments or go into debt. Once your emergency fund is set, it's time to put your extra money into long-term investments that generate real growth. One of the simplest and most effective ways to do this is by investing in index funds and ETFs, exchange-traded funds. These funds allow you to invest in hundreds or even thousands of companies at once, reducing your risk while still earning solid returns. Historically, the stock market has returned an average of 7 to 10% per year, meaning that over time, your money will grow much faster than if it were just sitting in a bank. If you have access to a retirement account like a 401k or Roth IRA, this should be one of your first investment priorities. These accounts offer tax advantages that help your money grow faster. In a 401k, for example, your employer may even match your contributions, essentially giving you free money just for saving. If your employer offers a match, always contribute at least enough to get the full match. It's one of the best investment opportunities available. Beyond stocks and retirement accounts, real estate can also be a great way to build wealth. You don't need to buy an entire property to get started. Investing in real estate investment trusts, REITs, allows you to earn passive income from real estate without owning physical property. If you do have enough savings to buy property, renting out a home or apartment can generate steady cash flow while your property appreciates in value over time. To see the power of investing in action, let's compare two scenarios. Imagine two people, Alex and Chris, both save $10,000. Alex keeps their money in a regular savings account earning 0.5% interest, while Chris invests it in an index fund earning an average of 8% per year. After 10 years, Alex's savings will only grow to about $10,500, barely keeping up with inflation. Meanwhile, Chris's investment will grow to $21,589, more than double the original amount. This is the magic of compound interest. Your returns keep generating more returns, allowing your money to snowball over time. The most important thing to remember about investing is that time in the market beats timing the market. You don't need to be an expert or pick the perfect moment to start. The key is to start early, invest consistently, and let time do the work. By putting your money into high-growth assets like index funds, retirement accounts, and real estate, you're ensuring that your savings don't just sit there, but instead, they grow exponentially over time. Now that you've learned how to make your money work for you, let's talk about avoiding common financial mistakes that can ruin your progress. Step 5. Avoid common money traps that can ruin your progress. Now that you've learned how to increase your income, cut unnecessary expenses, and invest wisely, there's one more crucial step: avoiding financial mistakes that can destroy everything you've built. Many people work hard to save money, only to lose it because of poor financial decisions. If you want to reach $100,000 in 3 years, you need to be aware of these common traps and learn how to protect your wealth. One of the biggest financial traps people fall into is getting stuck in debt. High-interest debt, especially credit card debt, is one of the fastest ways to kill your financial progress. If you're paying 20 to 30% interest on outstanding balances, your money is being drained before you even have a chance to save it. That's why your first priority should be to pay off high-interest debt as quickly as possible. Instead of making only the minimum payments, use strategies like the debt snowball method, paying off the smallest debts first for quick wins, or the debt avalanche method, focusing on the highest interest debts first. The sooner you eliminate debt, the more of your income you can put towards savings and investments. Another common mistake is falling for get-rich-quick schemes. In today's digital world, it's easy to be tempted by flashy advertisements promising overnight success through forex trading, crypto investments, or guaranteed business opportunities. The reality is, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Real wealth is built through consistent effort, smart investments, and time. Instead of chasing risky ventures, stick to proven strategies like index fund investing, real estate, or starting a sustainable business. A more subtle, but equally dangerous trap is lifestyle inflation. Many people increase their spending as soon as they start earning more, upgrading to a bigger house, a newer car, or more expensive clothes. While there's nothing wrong with enjoying the rewards of your hard work, constantly increasing your expenses means you'll never truly build wealth. The key to financial success is keeping your expenses stable, even as your income grows. Instead of spending every extra dollar, continue living on a reasonable budget and direct your extra earnings into investments. One of the most overlooked financial mistakes is not tracking your progress. Many people set financial goals but never check in on them, leading to wasted months or even years without making real progress. The best way to stay on track is by reviewing your finances regularly. Once a week, take a few minutes to check your savings, investment performance, and spending habits. You can use budgeting apps like Mint, Inab, You Need a Budget, or even a simple spreadsheet to monitor where your money is going. When you actively track your financial journey, you stay motivated and ensure that you're moving toward your goal. At the end of the day, saving $100,000 in 3 years isn't just about making money, it's about keeping and growing what you earn while avoiding costly mistakes. By eliminating debt, staying away from risky financial traps, controlling lifestyle inflation, and tracking your progress, you'll set yourself up for long-term success. Now that you know how to protect your wealth, let's wrap things up with your final action plan to hit your goal. Step 6. Stay motivated and hold yourself accountable. Now that you have a complete strategy to save $100,000 in just 3 years, the last and most important step is making sure you stay committed to the process. Most people fail to reach their financial goals not because they lack a plan, but because they lose motivation and give up too soon. To stay on track, you need to build a system of accountability and keep yourself motivated, even when things get tough. One of the most effective ways to stay committed is by gamifying your savings. Saving money can sometimes feel boring or restrictive, but when you turn it into a challenge, it becomes exciting. Set small milestones for yourself every time you save an extra $10,000, reward yourself with something meaningful but affordable. It could be a weekend getaway, a nice dinner, or anything that makes the journey feel rewarding. By celebrating progress, you reinforce positive financial habits and stay motivated to keep going. Another powerful way to stay accountable is by joining a savings or financial accountability group. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who share similar financial goals can help you stay focused. Whether it's a group of friends, an online community, or a financial coach, having someone to check in with regularly keeps you accountable and prevents you from slipping back into bad habits. When you see others making progress, it pushes you to stay disciplined as well. In addition to external accountability, you need to remind yourself daily why you started. A great way to do this is by creating a vision board or a financial tracker where you visually map out your progress. Seeing your savings grow over time is incredibly motivating. Whether it's a simple spreadsheet, a savings thermometer, or a chart pinned to your wall, having a constant reminder of your goal keeps you focused. Finally, one of the best ways to ensure long-term success is by adopting the right mindset about money. Instead of thinking of saving as a temporary challenge, embrace it as a lifestyle. Wealthy people don't just save money for a few years, they continuously invest, grow, and protect their wealth. Once you hit your $100,000 goal, don't stop there. Keep going, keep investing, and keep building your financial future. At the end of the day, staying motivated and holding yourself accountable is what will separate those who succeed from those who don't. By gamifying your savings, joining a support group, visualizing your progress, and adopting a long-term wealth-building mindset, you will not only reach your $100,000 goal, you'll set yourself up for financial success for life. Now that you have the complete roadmap, the only thing left to do is take action. Start today, stay consistent, and in just 3 years, you'll look back and realize that saving $100,000 was just the beginning of your financial freedom. Step 7. Take action and make your $100,000 goal a reality. You now have a complete, step-by-step strategy to save $100,000 in just 3 years. But here's the truth, a plan is useless unless you take action. Most people fail to reach their financial goals not because they lack knowledge, but because they never start. They wait for the perfect moment or tell themselves they'll begin next month, next year, or when they have more time. But the best time to start was yesterday, the next best time is right now. If you followed along, you now know exactly how much you need to save each day, week, and month to hit your goal. You've learned how to increase your income, cut unnecessary expenses, invest your savings, and avoid financial traps. Now, it's time to put all that knowledge into practice and commit to your financial future. Start today by setting up your automatic savings transfer. Don't wait until the end of the month. Log into your bank account and schedule an automatic transfer right now, even if it's just a small amount. The habit of saving is more important than the amount. Once you've done that, review your spending and find at least one expense you can cut this month. It might be a subscription you don't use, an expensive habit, or unnecessary impulse purchases. Next, take action to increase your income. If you haven't asked for a raise at work yet, start preparing your case today. If you don't have a side hustle yet, pick one that suits your skills and get started this week. The key to making progress is momentum. Once you take the first step, the next steps become easier. Most importantly, stay consistent and track your progress. Money management is like fitness, you don't see results overnight, but if you stay disciplined, the progress will compound over time. Create a simple spreadsheet or use a budgeting app to check in on your savings every week. Seeing your balance grow will keep you motivated and reinforce your commitment to your goal. At the end of 3 years, you'll look back and realize that saving $100,000 wasn't about making extreme sacrifices or having a high salary, it was about having a system, taking action, and staying consistent. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simply this: action. So, the question is, are you ready to take control of your financial future? If you are, don't just close this video and move on. Start now. Set up your savings, increase your income, and stay disciplined. Your future self will thank you.